Good morning, Christy and Jimbo here from Crimbo's Chronicles. We are currently in Jamestown, New York, home of a very famous actress, comedian, producer, even starred on Broadway and produced that Broadway musical, Wild Rats. She has been on TV and movies from 1927 to 1986, had 3 TV shows, did some commercials. The amazing Lucille Ball. There's her childhood home. Not sure this is where she lived when she was born. And there it is, 59 Lucy Lane. Look at that garage back there. But there is Lucille Ball's house. How awesome is that? Right here on Lucy Lane. Here in town they have a Lucille Ball Memorial Park. Unfortunately today they're having a rib fest here. But here is one of the statues in the park. Doesn't she look so pretty in her polka dots? And Selenon, New York, childhood home of the First Lady of Comedy, Lucille Ball. Although it's Jamestown. So remember how I said Lucy did a commercial? She did a commercial for the Vitamita Vegemin. You know how long it's taken me to get that word down? Vitamita Vegemin. It actually had 27% alcohol. But when she did the commercial, she did it with apple pectin. She said it was hard to eat that sweet stuff all day long, but could you imagine how schnockered she'd be if she had actually tasted and drank the Vitamita Vegemin? Is it good? All right, bye, Lucy. So right across from the Memorial Park, there's a post office that says Selenon, New York, but all of the Google information says Jamestown. I think her house is in Jamestown, which was only 2 minutes from this park, so don't come at me if I've got the city wrong. But I do believe it's Jamestown. But all this memorial stuff at this park said Selenon, or however you say that city, town. Morbid, yes, I know. But wouldn't be a Lucy day without visiting, the Lucy grave spot. She was cremated, and here's a fun story. She was actually put in a cemetery in LA, California, and her kids, Lucy and Desi, asked to have her moved here. I just got thoroughly confused because none of these say Lucy. Well, remember I just said she was cremated, so they brought her here later, and so on this gravestone, you can see the reflection of me, but it does say Lucille Desiree Ball Morton, August 6th, 1911 to April 26th, 1989. You've come home. Look, the whole town celebrates Lucy. Vitamita Vegemin. For your health. All that alcohol for your health. And all I had to do was turn around, and there's the postage stamp with her and Desi. It's all over town. Now it's time to go check out the museum, Lucy and Desi Museum. Oh, they did fix their hours on the door. Thank you, sir. So this is the actual set from the Ricardo's Hollywood hotel room. This setting recreates Lucy and Ricky's suite at the fictional Beverly Palms Hotel in Hollywood. The Ricardos lived in this suite for 18 episodes during seasons 4 and 5 of I Love Lucy. There's those famous bongos. Is there the Irma Cusley was the hairdresser for Lucy? Cinematographer made this miniature set. The I Love Lucy bedroom set. This vintage bedroom suite was designed by Johnson Carper Furniture Company in 1953 and available for purchase in retail stores nationwide. The furniture was shown in the Ricardo's on-screen bedroom on I Love Lucy, but since censors would not allow Lucy and Ricky Ricardo to share the same bed, the set on the show featured two separate beds, twin beds.
Friends, I'm your vitamin vegetable. Are you tired? Run down. Listen. Do you move out at parties? Are you unhappy? The answer to all your problems is the best lead bottle. Vitamin vegetable. Yes, vitamin vegetable. It contains vitamins, meat, vegetables, and minerals. Yes, with vitamin vegetable, you can all you do is take a great big 60-spoonful after every meal. It's so tasty too. It tastes just like candy. So why don't you join all the thousands of happy people and get a great big bottle of vitamin vitamin tomorrow? That's vitamin vitamin.
Okay, so this is the Ricardo's New York apartment from episodes 168 to 179. Lucy and Ricky Ricardo lived at 623 East 68th Street, New York City. The address was purely fictional. If you were to locate it on a map, you would land in the middle of the Manhattan's East River. I thought that was Ricky's outfit. That's Lucy's professor costume. Lucille Ball performed one of her most iconic physical comedy routines while wearing this baggy pantsuit. The professor character was a bumbling cello player who wanted to join Ricky Ricardo's orchestra. So that's Lucy's Sally Sweet costume. After starring in the 1946 film Cuban Pete, Desi Arnaz adopted its title tune as its signature song. When Lucille performed the song with him, the Sally Sweet character joined Cuban Pete in a comedic duet. That is Desi's Cuban Pete hat and conga drum case. All right, Jimbo's pointing out that those are stone martens. We don't live in a place where we need furs to keep us warm, so do they bite each other's butts to hold on? So weird. But this was Lucy's outfit. She had multiple classic scenes, most memorable when she posed as Isabella Frump, an average housewife taste testing Aunt Martha's old-fashioned salad dressing. During a trip to Paris, Ricky and Fred hoped to teach Lucy and Ethel a lesson by tricking them into wearing burlap sacks in public. The plan backfires when the design becomes the latest in Parisian haute couture. Lucy's saxophone and the Westinghouse fan. Lucy's ukulele. Lucy Ricardo used this ukulele to perform in the 1920s hit song Has Anybody Seen My Gal? In 3 different episodes she uses it. Ethel Mertz's shoes, kitten heels. She wore them while her and Lucy plotted to sneak to the top of the Empire State Building disguised as women from Mars. Lucy wore this floral hat while dining on escargot at La Porte Montmartre Street Cafe in Paris. The Queen of Gypsies necklace. Lucy wore this necklace while portraying Camille, the snaggletooth Queen of the Gypsies in the operetta. Ricky and Fred and Ethel memorably performed the roles of Prince Lancelot, the Good Squire, Quinn, and Lily of the Valley. Pepito's lion tamer costume. And that one. This one's Pepito clown costume. Oh, little Ricky short pants. So cute. Fred Mertz's hippity hoppity costume. He wore this frog costume when he played the role of hippity hoppity in The Enchanted Forest. The pageant also starred Ethel as a fairy princess, Ricky as a hollow tree, and Lucy as a witch. Okay, the man that Lucille Ball called the brains behind I Love Lucy wrote during radio's golden age for comedians like Jack Benny, Edgar Bergen, and Fanny Brice. Jess Oppenheimer received 2 Emmy Awards and 5 nominations, a Sylvania Award and the Writers Guild of America, Patty Chayefsky Laurel Award for television writing achievement. She had monogrammed. Of course she did. Monogrammed luggage. And Desi's spot. That's the little baby Desi. Oh, is that him singing? Oh, they were married for like 21 years, and then she remarried to another guy till her death. The story of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz began here in Jamestown, New York, where Lucille was born on August 6, 1911. Lucy's earlier dreams to become a performer were cultivated in Jamestown's vaudeville theater. She developed her talents in local theater groups, and later, after achieving international stardom, Lucille Ball remained closely connected to her beloved hometown. We welcome you to Jamestown to experience her remarkable story. This part of the museum has a lot of reading to do. Oh, their wedding dishes. Beautiful family portrait. Lucy, Desi, and Lucy and Desi. Lucy's backgammon board. Oh, it's in the background. Playing backgammon was one of Lucy's passions. She'd play for hours with friends on this white tabletop board. A chandelier lamp hung over the table in her game room. When Lucy complained that the light was too bright, Frank Garay, her driver, painted a coffee can gold and attached it to the lamp. This is Lucy and Desi's home movie camera. And some of their home movies filmed with it. Circus of the Stars costume. Lucy wore this ringmaster ensemble in a CBS Circus of the Stars special. This was the second of 19 circus specials, which aired annually from 77 to 94. Oh, all the TV guides she was on. Sorry about the darkness. That's what they do in museums. She's appeared on the cover of more TV guides than any other star and shares the cover, the very first issue, with her son, Desi Arnaz Jr. The magazine named Lucille Ball the greatest television star of all time and released a commemorative set of covers highlighting Lucy's funniest moments to mark the 50th anniversary of I Love Lucy in 2001. Her Rhett Turner cowgirl costume and her Lucy's Victorian dress. And I didn't know Elizabeth Taylor guest starred. Some more outfits of her. She wore that to The Tonight Show. And it was Joan Rivers as the host that day in '84. The blouse she wore on Donnie and Marie. And oh, there's a picture of her and Carol Burnett together. And she was wearing this dress. I'm trying to look for the year. 1967. Lucy's bunny ear outfit from 1944. Lucy's gowns. Lucille Ball wore this gold floral gown for Bob Hope's April special on NBC. She often commissioned one-of-a-kind gowns, including the blue velour gown displayed here, which was created by Rhett Turner. And Lucy's Charlie Chaplin costume. A legacy of the innovation. Known as the first couple of comedy, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz were visionary thinkers, bold risk takers, and masters of the comedic craft. Together, they revolutionized broadcasting with the founding of the Desilu Studios, one of the most innovative production centers in Hollywood history. Lucy's Mercedes. Oh, it had her initials on it too. LBM. Desi's office. Desi gave his green office chair to I Love Lucy creator Jess Oppenheimer. It was stored in Oppenheimer's basement until 2007 when his family donated it to the Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz Museum. This portrait of Lucille Ball hung above Desi's chair in his office. Oh, and she's got a little green ribbon, matches the chair. How pretty. Little collage. Looks like people who have visited. Lucille Ball won her first Emmy at the 5th Annual Emmy Awards ceremony in 1953. Ball competed against Ava Arden, Imogene Coca, Joan Davis, and Martha Raye for the award. In 1953, outstanding comedy series I Love Lucy's famous Lucy Goes to the Hospital episode, which aired 2 weeks before the Emmy ceremony, was watched by 44 million viewers, or 71.9% of all American homes. I Love Lucy even more now. That was a great museum. And I think that's what we're going to call a day, a Lucy Day. Do you love Lucy, babe?
I love Lucy.